want to hit people with attaboys. Attaboy to you, Hammer, for all that great tap dancing that you just did. You can take your shoes off and rest a little bit. These are some players that deserve some extra love in advance of the conference championship. We talked about this yesterday. The Commanders represent what is possible, and Commanders corner Mikey Sainristil is unbelievable. I made Kat be on a text talking about Mikey Sainristil yesterday. The second-round pick had an incredible rookie season in Washington, a whole other level, though, on Saturday night. 2 interceptions, 1 before halftime. He undercuts Jameson Williams to keep the Commanders up double digits. Huge moment in this one. I don't know, yeah, and then Jameson Williams threw one on the trick play, right? That was crazy. To be this disciplined in such a big moment, the awareness to stay on Gibbs, super impressive. Such a big moment. Adjust, and we shouldn't, by the way, look past the fact that he has these hands either, but Hamilton, also like the way he was drafted, I was texting you this yesterday. He's drafted as a nickel. He's operating on the outside as if he's done it for 7 years. It's kind of bananas. I'm like, it was Adam Peters was thinking all along? I don't understand.
Yeah, it was, that was his whole thing at Michigan, was he was the nickel. He was the best nickel in the country, and that was what everybody expected him to be in Washington. Yeah, he's played on the outside the majority of the year and been fantastic.
And we talked to him right after the Combine. He had told me that former Wolverines DC and current Seahawks head coach Mike MacDonald moved him to defense from offense, and he had, the hands, obviously. Here's what he had to say about it.
The fact that coach called me and could have got a transfer instead. He could have asked a guy who was already playing the corner to go play the nickel. But he asked me, he wanted me to do it. At no point in time was I hesitant and was I, thinking about myself. I was just like, Coach, you want me to do this for the team? You see something in me that I might not see right now, but I trust and believe in you. So I was ready to do it right away.
So Commanders fans, you might want to send over an edible arrangement to Seattle, because I am not so sure that Sainristil is making all of those big plays for you guys if Coach MacDonald didn't see that in him. On a serious level, what a cool moment for him. Big stage, and he's going to bring it against Philly. I cannot wait. Okay, let's go to George Karlaftis. Mentioned him at the top of the show. We're not talking about the Chiefs enough. He didn't have 1 or 2, but 3 sacks to say goodbye, Stroud, and sealing the game for Kansas City. All of them were in the 4th quarter. CJ's still having nightmares about this. First player in NFL playoff history to do that. First player, atta boy to Karlaftis. He has 7 sacks in 8 career playoff games. Big moments, big hits. He's 2 away from tying Richard Dent, Bears Hall of Famer, for the most playoff sacks within a player's first 3 seasons. That is rare air. So impressive. Atta boy to him. And he does, by the way, have one against Josh Allen. In case you're curious there, I would be really looking at his name. We called Nolan Smith last week. Is this the guy who's going to get a sack over on FanDuel Sportsbook? We'll have to take a look at those odds. Finally, let's give it out to the main man protecting Josh Allen. Dion Dawkins is pure joy. It's his guy, his left tackle. He's campaigning to be his maid of honor, his best man at the wedding. Dion allowed 1 pressure the entire game. He's just out there casually snow plowing the way for the Bills to rack up 147 yards. Unbelievable. And I want to talk about sort of the holding penalty. Me and Ham, you were texting each other, like, this is BS, I hated this. This was not a hold, people. Team Dion for life. If these refs watched this show, and hopefully they do, they'd know that this is Dion's literal signature move. This is the ice pick. Here's the snowman talking me through it back in November.
It's something that, I done took a little more attention to, because it draws attention and it makes guys fall on their face. And it's basically like playing defense on offense, which is pretty cool. And it finally gives us big guys, a little tool in the toolbox to, make somebody mad.
Hamilton, I don't want to see a flag. I know I just said that we're not talking flags and penalties. I don't want to see diddly when Dion does his thing. It's the ice pick. That's what it is. Who's calling? Do we know who's doing the game?
It is Clete Blakeman is the lead referee for this song.
And, okay, got it. And Hockley's got the other one? Where's Hockley?
I think Hockley has the other one. I got to check. But yeah,
okay.
But definitely Clete Blakeman in Kansas City.
We do not want to see anything. Let's put this out into Twitter.
Clete, keep it in your pocket. The ice pick is legal.
The ice pick is legal. That was some BS. Okay, all right. Those are our ATTA boys for today, and we will take a short break.